TitleMatchNetwork.com.
What was the first chance that people got to finally hear you, talk?
Oh, what do you mean, like in WCW or?
Yeah, well, in ECW, you didn't.
Yeah, well, actually, Paul just hadn't even gotten to that point yet to where I started talking, and I had Jeff, and that's the persona they wanted, and maybe they didn't think I could talk. I don't know, but WCW, basically, I started talking right away. I had me right in there doing interviews and everything.
You mentioned the Hogan Jarrett angle. What was when you first saw it? What went through your mind?
Oh shit! Something's going down here. Something's going down here. Better stick close to Hogan. Horace, he had already left. Because was in Miami. He lives over here in Tampa. He had already left, driving home. He had no idea what was going on. I was still there, and I thought maybe something was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen between Jeff and Hogan. Jeff's just out there doing what he has to do, what he's being told to do, so even to this day, I don't think there's any heat between Jeff and Hogan. There shouldn't be. But, I was with Hogan, right after it all went down and back there in the dressing room, and he was hot, and I thought something was going to happen, and I was going to back up Hogan, have to back him up, but nothing happened. So he left and never came back, and things went downhill for me, like I said.
Just mentioning his name, Russo. What's your impressions there? What's the first thing comes to your mind?
As far as a person, he's fine. I don't have really anything against him. He's a businessman out there doing his job, doing what he has to do, doing what he feels is right. We have never had any ill words with each other. I'm not happy with some of the gimmicks he stuck me in, but as a person, he's fine.
You wrestled Vampiro in WCW,
yes.
And there was a match, I think, where a fan jumped you.
Right. I wrestled Vampiro pay-per-view match. We were out running through the crowd doing our stuff. Vampiro's in front of me. I'm like swinging on him. Next thing I know, out of nowhere, I get this guy, and I know this because I've seen the footage. He comes diving over, dives actually on my back, and just boom, grabs a hold of me. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I had this crazy fan on me. And we got the security around us too, but immediately I just grabbed the fan, yanked him over me, and just started drilling him as hard as I could because I had no idea what he was going to do. I didn't know if he was going to try to cut me, punch me, kill me. I had no idea. And the funny thing about it is I think I maybe only got one hit on the fan, and which might have been a grazing blow only. But basically, I beat the heck out of all the security that was around me when they were flying wild. Everybody in the back were like, man, you hit me upside the head. Man, you hit me in the hand. Sorry, guys.
Had you ever had a similar experience like that where a fan?
Oh, yeah. I've had experiences in Japan where some fans have gone a little nuts.
There was something about when you had wrestled Vampiro in WCW, I think he got injured when you guys were wrestling.
He said he did. I don't believe it.
Did you have a confrontation when you saw him again in MLW?
I wouldn't call it a confrontation. Basically, him coming up to me and apologizing for all the stuff that was said over the internet, and I guess all this, which I didn't keep up with it because I really didn't care. I felt like he was just BSing for lawsuits, whatever. Get out of wrestling, not have to wrestle, be paid. Took the big bump off the top rope, and he was using me as a scapegoat for it. Not very cool. But that's what I feel. That's the way I feel, and I really think that. And I even told him to his face, I said, dude, I didn't hurt you. You know you weren't hurt. And he's like, yeah, you did, man. My neck was broke. I couldn't walk. I was a vegetable. I had to learn how to walk again, eat again. And please, stop. I just, when he was talking to me, I remember I was standing there thinking, I wish this guy would stop talking to me so I could just get away from him. Just move on. I just didn't even want to talk to him. I just didn't want to hear it. I felt like he was just BSing me the whole time, and I did. Yeah.
Talk about your 3 months in Memphis again. Any memories of that, or was it just a complete blur of being on the road?
Man, it was crazy. Absolutely nuts. That's where I learned exactly what being a wrestler was, and it's pretty bad.
How are the fans different there than they are in Florida?
They're like hick fans. And at the time when we were there, wrestling was still more the old school, just go out there. And, they were Tennessee fans, Nashville fans. And, well, nothing against the Nashville fans, but at the time, it was all, just toothless people out there. And you picked a fight with them, and that was how the match went. It was a lot of verbal stuff. It seemed like the wrestling was pretty lame. But
was Lawler still the top guy?
Oh, yeah. Actually, I went in there on an angle to fight Lawler. Went in there with this guy named Nick the Rat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you wrestle MLW, did the big angle with Kojima.
Yeah, right.
And now we don't even know what the next show is.
Yeah, no idea. I'm the number one contender.
Right away. Might as well close out this interview, because this interview is seen by people on the internet and stuff. And I know a lot of wrestlers, all the people buying this video must think that the wrestlers sit on the computers every night and follow what's going on. But why don't you tell us how much you follow on the computer, or how much you've heard about what people say on the computer?
I've got 2 computers sitting in my den right back there, and 2 computers sitting right side by side. They're networked together, and I do not at all, absolutely zero, not even sometimes, not even occasionally, do I ever log on and go check out a wrestling site. Because basically I could care less what the critics are saying. I know what I'm doing. I know what I can do. I know when I have a good match. I know when I have a bad match. So I just really don't care what everybody has to say. And another reason, when I sit down on the computer, I'm a Half-Life junkie. I'm a serious gamer, Half-Life. And matter of fact, after this interview, I might jump in there and play a little bit. And the reason I got 2 is because I like to play with my son. We go on there and we play together. So if you're ever playing Half-Life, I'm K-Killer.
You got to end us out on a funny note. If you could just remember one of the best ribs you saw, maybe participated in, or was the butt of a joke.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, this was good. I'm going to bring up Mark Starr here. I don't know if anybody remembers him. But first started going to Japan. Mark Starr's talking about how him and everything he's done and all the ribs they did. And back then, the ribs were always, shaving eyebrows, shaving people's heads and stuff like that. And he was like, man, and he's never been ribbed. And he's talking about all the guys' eyebrows he shaved. And, I've never ribbed anybody at this point. And he just always was talking about it. And I was like, man, this guy, if I ever get the opportunity, if this guy ever passes out around me, I'm going to shave his eyebrows. And I'll be damned. He drank too much and he passed out around me. I went and got my clippers out of my room. I came back downstairs because we was in the lobby. Boom, I zipped his eyebrows off. We got some black magic marker. We wrote on his face like I'm stupid and stuff like that. And he had no idea. In the morning, he goes to it. Eventually wakes up, I guess, in the lobby, goes to bed in the morning, wakes up. All of a sudden, I hear this pounding on my door. I know you're in there, damn it. I know you did this. It was great because, guy that said he shaved everybody's eyebrows got his eyebrows shaved by a rookie. And at the time, that's what I was. So
we want to thank you very much. I mean, it's one thing to do an interview, but it's another thing to do it when you start at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, really.
Thanks for inviting us into your home, and we wish you the best of luck. If you want to just close out and whatever's on your mind as a goodbye to the people who are watching this tape.
Yep. Wish I could have performed for you guys in WCW and WWF the way I did in ECW. I didn't. Disappointed in that. But if you want to catch anything that I'm doing, I'm sure you can find the tape somewhere. They're in All Japan Pro Wrestling. Jump on the internet. Sure, they're there. They have to be somewhere.
Thank you again.
See ya.
TitleMatchNetwork.com